Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Please do subscribe if you haven't yet already. It would mean the world to me. And hit the bell button. When you hit the bell button, you get alerts for any time that I'm uploading new content, and I'm making an effort to upload new content all the time. So thanks for watching. Today's video is about getting ready in a rush, like 5 minutes or less. And before I actually do that, and I'll do it with a timer on my phone, what you want to think about when you are prepping to get ready in 5 minutes is, what are your priorities? So for example, I'm always going to be wearing a red lip, and I'm always going to be wearing sunscreen. You should always be wearing sunscreen. Not at night, but during the day. Even when it's foggy, doesn't have to be a 50, but something. Do you like to have eyeshadow on your eyes? Do you have really dark circles under your eyes? Do you have a problem with acne? So thinking about what your problems are or what your areas of interest are. So whether you're a red lip person or a nude lip person is just a matter of preference. It's not a problem. But if you have something that you feel like you need to work on or put attention on, that's really what you want to be spending those 5 minutes doing. Also, like, I have pretty sparse brows, but for 5 minutes I'm not going to spend all the time going in and kind of carving it. I'm just going to be grooming. You may have perfect brows or brows that you're happy with, so that could be not a part of your plan. The areas that I'm going to do today first include hair, believe it or not. Second will include kind of a base, and all of the bases that I'll be including today, in just telling you what you might think about, include an SPF. So you are including your moisturizer and your SPF in both steps. I'll be using one of these. So one of the ones that I would recommend is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is an SPF of 20 and comes in a variety of shades. The next one is the It Cosmetics CC Plus. It comes in an SPF 50. There aren't as many shades of this, unfortunately. But it's good if you happen to be someone who fits into one of the shades that they offer. And the other, I don't really use this very often, more in the winter, I guess, than I would in the summer because I tend to be oily, is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Cushion Foundation. Again, not as many. They're coming out with more colors than they have in the past. But this is also an SPF of 50. So when I'm thinking about a base, and notice that I'm not using a powder mineral foundation. The other thing that I think is important is eliminating tools as much as possible. Using your fingers, getting in there, being done with it. And with this, the sponge is a little bit wonky, you'll see in the screenshot, but it's just the foundation. That's just what the color is. So that's something else that you might think about. In terms of brows, I mentioned that, that I wouldn't spend time carving things out. I'd be looking for a colored brow gel, so I'll be using one of these today. This is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This is nice, comes in a lot of colors. And then the other one that I like is Glossier Boy Brow, and I have it in the darker color. So this is good because it's going to groom and also give you some color. Concealer is good. The two that I like if I'm in a rush, actually the three, one of them is the Glossier stretch concealer. That actually is my favorite for my under eye, but actually the Maybelline Age Rewind is, I think, better for me for my whole face. So I'm going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and then I'm also going to take it and put it on my face. So I'll show you what I'm using when I do it. And the other is Urban Decay Naked Skin. Again, just different kinds of concealers. The Glossier is thicker, and I like that more for under my eyes. I'm not going to be setting it, so I want something that's going to go on quickly and just stay there. Lips, I mentioned that I am a red lip person, and I'll show you how I do that. If you're going in for something more neutral, that's going to be quicker. You're not going to have to spend much time doing it. I do like the Smashbox. I wear Boz all the time, but this is the Always On liquid lipstick, and this is in Stepping Out. It's a nice neutral taupe. It goes on really quickly, stays on for a long time, doesn't streak, doesn't bunch up. It's great. And then the next thing is lashes. You might want to put on mascara. You might not want to put on mascara. I just like to curl. I sometimes put on a little bit of mascara, but just using an eyelash curler is good for starters. And then eyeshadow. Lots of different eyeshadows. I use the Painterly Paint Pot, MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's pretty much a perfect match for my skin. And there are lots of different, MAC has a lot of different colors that would match a lot of different, from very, very light to very, very dark, and then shades of yellow and pink and cool and warm and neutral. So finding a shade that is close to your natural skin tone is great if you just want to put something on and be done. There also are things that you can use that have more color. The NYX Jumbo pencils, the one that I'm going to show you is in cashmere. Just a nice champagne. In fact, all of these are pretty champagne-y. Also, Love of Color. This is available only on Birchbox. There's a YouTube beauty guru named Tati, who's amazing. And this is one of the things that she made specifically for Birchbox. And this is great. It's a nice champagne color. The Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. This one is in Sugar Frost, again, kind of a neutral champagne. So nice to give you a wash of, not color, but a little bit of color, but mostly shimmer. And then the Bobbi Brown Longwear Lip Cream Shadow Stick. This is in Golden Pink. It's just nice for an overall kind of thing on your eyes. And then finally, and I'm not as crazy about this as, actually not finally, sorry. Thing that I'm not as crazy about is the Maybelline Color Tattoo Stick. I am crazy about the Maybelline Color Tattoo Pots. This is in Barely Branded, again, really nice champagne. Nice for an overall wash of a little bit of a shimmer. And then also ColourPop is great. They do a lot of shimmers. This is in Glow, very similar to my natural skin tone, and lots of different shades there. So you could go with something that's matte and just kind of put it on to even out the discoloration that you might have. You may not have any discoloration on your eyelids like I do, like I think that I do. I'm sure it's not as bad as I think it is. We're always our own worst critics, aren't we? But yeah, something that matches your skin tone, or something that just looks good on you, something that you feel good in. So I am going to begin, and I'm going to begin by, I'm setting a timer, setting a stopwatch. And I'm setting a stopwatch because I know, actually I'll set a timer for 5 minutes. I was between, am I going to set a timer and see how long I go, or I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes. And here I go. There we go. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I took a shower, but I didn't wash my hair today. My hair's a little bit not how I want it to be. So I'm putting in some dry shampoo. My favorite dry shampoo is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day dry shampoo. And I just stick it in there and I let it sit while I'm doing everything else. So then I'm going to go in with a cover for my face. I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm in shade Nude. I'm just putting some on my hands and just going to rub it on my face. Blending down. Not using a sponge. Getting it on my eyes. Really rubbing it in. And now I've just kind of evened out the skin tone on my face. It's good. Now I'm going to go in with the Glossier Boy Brow. I think I'm in black. I'm the darkest color. And now my hands are kind of moist. Why is that word so hard? But they are kind of moist from the color, the skin color. So I'm just going to come in here. There's a little bit extra on the tip. And I'm going to just take that off because I don't want to get too much on my brows, just to give myself a little more definition. All right, brows are done. Then I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in with the Glossier. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I'm in Light 01. Just a little bit under my eyes. It's making me very dewy. So I am going to go in. The only tool that I'm using is a powder brush. I'm going in with my Rimmel transparent matte setting powder. And I'm going in with, this is a big powder brush that I use a lot. This is from e.l.f. They came out with these new ones recently. All right, that's done. Then I'm going to go in with eyes. I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot on my lids. A little more. All right. Then, check my time. All right, I'm only 2 minutes in. I'm totally good. I'm gonna go in, another tool which you don't need, but I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and I'm going to go in with, not gonna do multiple blending colors, I'm just gonna go in with Lazarus, the one color. So I'm putting it on my brush, tapping a lot of it off, so I don't want too much. And I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of dimension here. Done. Then I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes. And I'm not even gonna use any mascara. That is fine. Meh. Maybe I will. But I'm gonna keep the clock running, so I'm keeping myself honest. I'm changing my mind and looking through my makeup bag for, here we go. This is my roller lash. Sorry for that kind of, normally I would have edited out that noise, but I want to keep everything honest. All right, so a little bit of mascara is okay. Then I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to go in with my NARS pencil, and this is in, I think it's in Dragon Lady, but I will leave it in the description box down below and I'll put it on the screen. And this is good because it's a pencil lipstick. So I don't have to go in and line and then fill. I can just do it all at once. It's raining outside. I'm sorry that it's so quiet. Not sure if you can hear the rain. What a weird year. Oh. Did I set it for 5 minutes? That wasn't 5 minutes. That was 5 minutes. Well, I'm done. So all I need to do is this. So maybe 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And I was talking all the time, yeah. Do I get a little extra like 5-second reprieve? So maybe that was 5 minutes and 20 seconds. But I'm ready. I am ready to go. The two most important things, the one most important thing is an SPF, period. I'm always going to be leaving the house, and you should always be leaving the house with an SPF on your face, on your chest, and on your hands. The second thing that I always leave the house with personally is red lipstick. I could leave with SPF and red lipstick and feel like I'm put together. But think about what the things are that make you feel pulled together. Leave me comments. I'm sure that we all have different things that make us feel confident and ready to kind of face the world. And yeah, and I just really believe that the only thing that you need is an SPF. Everything else is frosting, but it's a frosting that makes everything fun. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't yet already. Hit that bell button so you get updates whenever I update the site with something new, the channel with something new. And I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.